Category 2 on the opening round of the Fuchs British Historic Rally Championship would be well represented, and it would be Adam Milner leading the crews away this weekend. He hadn't had the best of luck last season and would be looking to turn that around in 2018. And indeed, as the crews got the first stage of the event underway, it would be the lead in the category for Adam Milner and Roy Jarvis, clearly pushing hard out there, setting times that would in fact put them in the overall historic results amongst the Category 3 crews. Second place at this stage of the event would be Chris Skill and Tom Murphy. The pair would be leading the way in the C5 class with that result at this stage too. It would be a good start to the event for Barry Jordan and Paul Wakely, leading the way in the C3 class in that Avenger, 34 seconds back from Skill. Chris Brown and Ali Cornwell Brown wouldn't be too happy with the times to start, blaming the early start and needing some time to wake up. But things were clearly not going too badly, 4th place overall in the category and 2nd in the class at this stage. 3rd in that class, and just behind Brown on the overall results too, would be Mark Holmes and Craig Simkiss. The times were close in the class, just 6 seconds between them after 3 stages. Terry Cree and Richard Shawes returned to the stages this year in the BMW, and driving as well as always, 2nd place in the class at the midpoint in the event, as well as 6th place in the category overall. For Robin Shuttleworth and Ronnie Roughhead, it would be 2nd place in the C2 class. There'd be no catching Adam Milner without him having problems, but they would be happy to lead the best of the rest in that class. They'd have around a minute advantage in that place too, with Dick Slaughter and Tim Sayer lying 3rd in that class for now, although that place wouldn't be safe just yet for the pair. It will be a time they had to share overall with Stuart and Linda Carris at this stage, equal on times after the morning's 3 stages, so the afternoon would all be to play for. And rounding out the top 10 in the category at this stage were Graham Patton and Pauline Hale. Sadly, that would come to an end, however, when they retire in service. Sadly, we do lose a few more crews in the results, Andrew Stokes and Adrian McNally calling it a day after the opening stage. And we'd also lose Ken Graham and Rory McCann. They reached as far as stage 3 before the event would come to an end. So a reminder of the top of the results as we reach the midpoint in the event. Adam Milner's lead looking good, but could he keep it that way? On to the afternoon stages then, and it will be Stuart and Linda Carris who round out the top 10 in the category, taking 3rd place in the C2 class as well. For Dick Slaughter and Tim Sayer, it will be 9th, slipping back a place overall in the afternoon, but still a good finish for the pair, 4th place in the C3 class too. And it will be 3rd place in that class for Terry Cree and Richard Shawes, getting the BMW to the end of the event with 8th place in the category overall as well. Robin Shuttleworth and Ronnie Roughhead would have a good weekend to take 2nd place in the C2 class at the finish, taking 7th place overall with that class result too. For Mike Simpson and Dale Gibbons, there would be some good times in the afternoon to put them up to 6th place in the category at the end of the event, 6th place overall in the category. Sadly, Chris Brown and Ali Cornwell Brown couldn't manage to keep hold of their place in the final stages, dropping back to 5th, but they had enjoyed every minute of the event and the result would still be a welcome one. A wrong tyre choice in the afternoon would also cost Barry Jordan and Paul Wakely a place overall, ending the day just off the podium in 4th place overall, but still taking the C3 class win. It will be a good jump up the results for Mark Holmes and Craig Simkiss. A good push in the afternoon would see them taking the final step on the podium, as well as 2nd in their class. And beating them to that class win would be Chris Skill and Tom Murphy. A small clutch problem had been with them today, but they drove around the issues to take a well-deserved 2nd place overall and the class win. But taking the win this weekend and of course keeping it going to the finish would be Adam Milner and Roy Jarvis. They didn't have it easy and had a few moments along the way, but the victory would be well deserved. So confirmation of the final results in Category 2 here this weekend. Adam Milner happy with that victory, and the fights behind all very close here on the opening round. The championship heads north next to the Pirelli Rally, and we'll be there to bring you all the action. In the meantime, you can check out action from the other categories on our social media. Thanks for watching.